Okay, good evening, all of you. So I assume that you may hear now. Okay. So do you see my shared screen? Can you see? Can you see my shared screen? Okay. So today, what I have to do is little bit two things. That means question number 4 and 5. You have to do the function with the recursive. So I asked you to do this part in as a recursive. That means factorial. Write a C program to question number 4 is write a C program to receive an integer value and return its factorial value end of a function as well as Fibonacci value. Okay, let's go for the first one. Write a C program to receive an integer value and return its factorial end of a function. Okay, now you have done this using iteratively by using the for loop. Now you have to call the function again and again and get the answer. So I did some example of recursive function the last lab session. Okay, let's see how we can do this one using the recursive. Okay, now tell me, do you see my code blocks window? Okay, now this is an example I did in the previous lab session that display hello world for n number of time, whatever the number you enter. So when you run this one, so okay, when you run this one, here it is asked enter number. Assume that user enter 3, so it print hello world 3 times. If you again run enter number, let's say 7, then hello world print 7 times. So how this will be happen is by using the without using any for loop or while loop, without using iteratively. Iteratively mean using a loop, whether do while loop or for loop or any loop. Here I didn't use any loop. What I did was here just print hello world. Just I print the hello world. After the printing, I call the same function. I call the function itself by using whatever the number minus 1. For an example, let's say user enter 3, then here it is come to the if number equal 0, no, it is false, then it come to the here print hello world. It will print the hello world. After that, call the function again number minus 1. That means 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 mean 2. Then you call this function again 2. That means print hello world. After that, call this function again using 2. Then using 2, again this condition false. Again print hello world. And call this function again 2 minus 1. That means 1. Call this function again using 1. Again this condition false. Again this condition false. Then what happened? Print hello world. After that, again call this function 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 means 0. Again call this function using 0. When it is 0, condition now true. When it is 0, condition now true, then what happened? Terminate. Without printing hello world, terminate the function. So likewise, this will call 3 times. If you enter 3, it will call 3 times. If you enter 4, it will call 4 times. Likewise, whatever the times you enter, that times it will call. This is we called as recursively. Recursively means call the function again and again. Okay. Now take the factorial value. Get the factorial value. Let's say function name is fact. Here it is as FACT. Here I change the factorial value FACT. And you have to likewise you have to pass the number. Okay. So when the factorial function, it doesn't print anything. Factorial means it doesn't print anything. However, you have to return the answer. For an example, assume that user enter, assume that for the factorial value here, assume that user enter 4. If user enter 4, factorial of 4 should be equal 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Here, likewise, you have to do that one. If you enter 4, you have to multiply 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That means 4 into 3 mean 12. 12 into 2 mean 24. 24 into 1 is 24. That means 4 into 3, 12. 12 into 2 is 24. 24 into 1 is 24. So if you enter 4, if you pass 4, you must output a value. That means you must return a value. Value should be 24. 24 also an integer value. Therefore, here return type is not the int. You have to return, sorry, return type is not the void. You have to put it as int. That means answer is 24. When you enter 4, answer is 24. When you enter 4 here, you have to return 24. Here also now you have to put the function prototype, copy and paste it here. So this is the way of writing the function. Now you have to implement the function body. Now you have to implement the function body. Okay. So let's explain this one in the board. So I assume that now you may see my whiteboard. Tell me in the chat section whether you may see my whiteboard or not. Okay. So what is the function to be executed is, so you have to write, so let's say function is, return type is int, function name is fact, and here you have to pass integer type parameter number, whatever the number to be executed. Okay, assume that now user enter, assume that here user enter number 4. Okay, so number 4, that means you have to find the factorial 4. So factorial 4 is equal 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. This is the answer. That means 24. Okay, now this is the answer, 24. What is the factorial 3? Assume that user enter 3. What is the factorial 3? Tell me in the chat section, what is the factorial 3? What is the factorial 3? 3 into 2 into 1. 3 into 2 into 1. So here I wrote it as 3 into 2 into 1. Okay. So which value is 2 into 6 into 1, 2 into 3, 6, value is 6. Okay, here value is 6. So did you see that this part is appearing here also? 3 into 2 into 1 is available in the factorial 4 also. Like a part of the factorial 4, you get the 3 into 2 into 1. Did you get that one? It is repeated. Do you understand that part? In the factorial 4, the part of the factor inside the factorial 4, in factorial 3 also available. Did you get that part? It is available. Anyone has problem? Okay, next what you have to do is I substitute this one to here. That means I rewrite factorial 4. I need to get the factorial 4. Factorial 4 is equal 4 into 4 into what is this blue color part? What is this blue color part? What is this blue color part? It is factorial 3. So this part we can call it as factorial 3. Here, factorial 3 is this one. Now factorial 3 is there. So you can rewrite 4 into factorial 3. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? Anyone has problem? Factorial 4 is equal 3 into factorial 3. So now I know this part. So I rewrite in somewhere else. So factorial 4 is equal 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Factorial 3 is equal 3 into 2 into 1. However, now you may see the similar part. This part repeated here. So therefore, I rewrite it as factorial 4 is equal 4 into factorial 3. Okay. Now what you can do is how to find the factorial 4, 4 or 3 or whatever the one you can find from here. You can find from this part. Therefore, now user asks the factorial n. Now user asks the factorial n. So therefore, I can rewrite this on as, so factorial, let's say this is not the number, say that this is n int n. Now you are going to get the factorial n. Factorial n according to this pattern. According to this pattern, how to put the factorial n? According to this pattern, how to put the factorial n? Okay, if you don't understand, let's say factorial 5. If you get the factorial 5, factorial 4 is equal 4 into factorial 3. Then factorial 5 is 5 into factorial 4. Do you agree that one? Factorial 5 is 5 into factorial this one. So 6 is equal, factorial 6 is equal 6 into factorial 5. So likewise, here you may rewrite factorial n is equal n into factorial n minus 1. N into factorial n minus 1. Do you understand that one? So now you put it in the chat session also. Factorial n is equal n into factorial 1. N into factorial n minus 1. So I use this part. I use this theory. How to get that one? Now I need to get the factorial n. Then factorial n is equal n into factorial n minus 1. Do you agree that one? Therefore, I rewrite this one as, so what should be my answer? So let's say int answer is equal int answer variable. So answer should be equal whatever the answer is factorial n. So this answer is equal n into factorial n minus 1. So you may put answer is equal n into n minus 1. N means this one. N multiplied by n multiplied by factorial n minus 1. How to get the n minus 1 factorial? How to get this n minus 1 factorial? You can get the n minus 1 factorial, again call this one. If you need to get a factorial, if you need to get this factorial, this is the function. If you need to get a factorial, this is the function. So you have to call this one again. Fact, likewise, fact, call n minus 1. Answer is equal n into fact n minus 1. Call this one again using n minus 1. Okay, now this is your answer. You can return answer. So this is the answer. Anyone has problem? Okay, now assume that user will enter a very smaller value. Okay, let's say 4. When user enter 4, what happened? When user enter 4, now it call this function. Now we call this function by entering 4. So put it in a different color. Let's say in green color. Now you call the function by passing 4 to here. Now you call this one using passing 4 to here. Now it declare variable answer. That answer is equal, here answer is equal n into, again call this one. That answer is equal n mean 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by, again call this one. 4 multiplied by, again call 4 into, call this one again. Now you call this one again. What is you pass? 4 minus 1. Here 4 into 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 mean 3. Now you pass this one using 3. Do you understand? So here it's a, you pass the value using 4. Now you pass the value to 3. Okay. Now what happened? Now again copy of this function available. Now again copy of this function available. N is now 3. Now this function is freeze. Freeze, that means it try to multiply. 4 multiplied and wait for answer from here. දැන් මේ මෙතන මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙයා 4 වැඩි කරනවා. මෙයාගෙන් answer එනකම් බලන් ඉන්නවා. මෙයාගෙන් answer එනකම් බලන් ඉන්නවා. මේ 3 එක දීලා 3 එක factorial කීයද කියලා මෙයාගේ answer එනකම් මෙතන බලන්න. He is waiting for until the answer is come from this function. That means copy of again function. Now up to here this first function is freeze now. 4 into wait for this function to be complete. Now freeze. 4 into it freeze. Now this function working. Now this is freeze at this time. The second copy of this function working by using 3. Okay, now the pass the 3 here. Now again answer is equal. Here answer is equal 3 into factorial 3 minus 1. Here how to get the answer? How to get the answer? 3 into, again call 3 multiplied by, again call what? Factorial n minus 1. Again call the function, again call this kind of one, n minus 1 mean pass the value 2. Now what happened? Again this one also freeze. This one wait, the first function, assume that we put the function name is, this is the first call. So this is the first call and this is the second call and this is the first call and this is the second call and this is the third call. When it is third call, second function is wait for third call to be completed. So then what happened? 2 into, now pass the variable value as, sorry, 3 into pass the value as 2. Then again call the method
Again, take a copy of this one. Now previous values are not there. Again, take a copy, pass the 2. Again, 2 is equal 2 into factorial 2 minus 1 mean 1. 2 into 1. Then here it is try to multiply 2 into, call the function again, factorial. Again call this function 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 mean 1. Pass the value as 1. This is the fourth call. This is the fourth call. Fourth call. Here, when what happened, it is 1. When you set a 1, again go to here, 1 into factorial 0. 1 into factorial 0. Then what happened? After you go to the, after when you pass in the 0 also, then factorial 1. This is looks like a never ending loop. So this is looks like a never ending loop. Therefore, what you have to do is, when you come to the fourth call, it pass 1. When you come to the fourth call, it pass 1. Factorial 1. Factorial 1 value, you know. What is the value of factorial 1? What is the value of factorial 1? Factorial 1 is 1. You know those things. Therefore, you have to terminate at the 1. Otherwise, this will be go never ending loop. Not the loop, never ending recursive. So, at it is 1, you know the value. When it is 1, you have to terminate this one. How to terminate? Before writing this one, before the statement, check whether if condition, if that n, if n equal 1, if n equal 1, what you can do? You may terminate. If n equal 1, you know what is the answer. Answer is 1. So you may return 1. If it is 1, return 1. Terminate. Do not do this part. If n is 1, do not go to this part. Just return 1. Do you understand that part? Anyone has problem? So then what happened? When n is 1, now what happened? Return 1. So this will give you the answer as 1. This will give you the answer as 1. 1 to here. Answer is 1. It passed this 1 to here. Do you understand? It passed that 1 to here. When it is 1, directly call, if n is 1, return this one. So it directly call this 1 to here. Now what happened? So here this one freeze, and here also currently in freeze statement. Here also currently in freeze statement. Now this is finished. Now fourth call is no longer freeze because it is directly returned 1. So this 1 will be captured to this program. That means returned value captured by the previous function. Now the 1 come to the here. Okay. Now what? 1 into 1. Sorry, 2 into 1. Now this third call function know the answer. 2 into 1. What is the 2 into 1? Is 2. It returned the 2. Then what happened? This function return the value 2 to here. Return 2 into 1 is 2. Return value 2 to here. Then what happened? Now this function terminate. This is terminated. This is terminated. Now this function here. Now 2 is there. 2 into 3 is 6. Then what happens? 6 means now this one know the answer. It return 6. Return, the answer is available. Return 6. So return 6 to the here. Return 6 to the here. Now this function also terminate. Now 6 is there. 6 come to here. When what happened? 6 into 4. What is 6 into 4? Is 24. Now it output 24. When you initially enter 4, it output 24. This call this one again 4 times. After 4 times, it give you the answer as 24. So this is how the recursive leads work. Did you get my point? Anyone else? Yeah, there are several questions available. Okay, 194178P V2 So it is wrong to put the just return instead of putting. Is it wrong to put just return instead of putting return one? Yeah, it is wrong. That means you can't directly put just only the return. What happens if you return? If you return, there is nothing to be returned. That means when there is no value to be returned, then 2 into 1, what? 2 multiplied by which value? You just not return. Then what happens? So here the function say you have to return some integer value. Here mean when you just put return, it is compilation error. When you are returning, when you are terminating, you have to provide the integer value, whatever the one, no, two, or whatever the value you have to provide. Without providing, you cannot return. You have to provide whatever the integer value, 1, no, 2, or 3, or whatever the value. Here you have returned 1. So otherwise compilation error will be there. So if it is int, there should be 1 or something. If it is float, you have returned 2.1, 7.1, or whatever the value. So if it is void, if this one is void, then doesn't matter, you may return without any value. If this one, if return type is void, but here return type is int, therefore you have to return some integer value. Here also answer is an integer value, return that integer value. Always this function return integer value because you put the return value as int. I don't know whether you may understand that one, that Vitusan. Do you understand that part, or do I need to explain further? 194178P. Okay, understood. And there is another question, 194081L, Kodituaku L. Sir, is it nice to check the n equal 0 in the condition? Otherwise, how to get? Yeah, so that is also possible. If you want, you may go for the n equal 0 also. That means 0 here when you say enter 0, then it is never ending loop because it is not equal this one. Then this will go to the never ending loop. So it is better when you terminate at the 0th point. When it is 0, actually, so actually factorial 0 is, I think, 1. It should be 1. When it is 0, you have to return C. If you put the 0, then there is a problem. Assume that now if you put n equal 0, now question asks n equal 0, you return 0. Then what happens? When n equal 1, this is not equal, again go to here. Again this one call. Again what happens? So again another call will be there. So now what is that call? 1 into here 1 into 1 minus 1. 1 into 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 means 0. You pass the value with 0. You pass the value with 0. When 0, what happens? When 0, return 0. When 0, this will return 0. Now what happens? 0 into 1. 0 into 1 is 0. 0 again into 1, 0. 0 again into 1, 0, 0. Output is 0. So then your function will give you the wrong output because here return 0. Everyone multiplied by 0, then output is 0. So therefore, if n is 0, I think the factorial 0 is also 1, not the 0. No, factorial 0 is also, I can't remember that one. Factorial 0 is 1. No, yeah, factorial 0 is 1. Here you have to put 1. Then doesn't matter. Then what happens? When 0, when it is 0, here it is return 1. Then 1 into 1 into 1. Then 1 into 1. Again 1 into 2. Then this is sorted. When n is 0, return 1, not the 0. Did you identify that one? 81L? Anyone has problem? Okay, shall we implement this one? I assume that now you may understand this part.
Okay, now tell me whether you can see my code blocks window. Do you see the code blocks window? Yes or no? Okay, yes. So what to do is here, first according to the example, first I will declare int answer. Then answer is equal, let's say this is n. Here I will change it as n. If you want, you may put the number or something. Here I use the n. N is equal, so answer is equal n multiplied by, again call this one. So I copy and paste, again call this one, copy, paste. You have to pass n minus 1. You have to pass n minus 1. Okay, now what you have to do is return this answer. You have to return this answer. When n is 4, 4 into 3, 4 into factorial 3. Again go to here. Then what happened? 3 into factorial 2. Again call 2 into factorial 1. When it is 1, as in that when it is 0, it is terminate. When it is 0, then 1, 1 into 0, then 0, it return 1. So assume that when it is 0, when if n equals 0, then return 1. Then return 1. So if you don't understand this part, so directly returning, put it to the here, just cut this part, put the answer here. Then if n is 0, answer is 1. If n is 0, answer is 1, then return answer. Otherwise, you have to go this one and return this one. You may put this one in the else part also. Otherwise, mean here else is no need, because when this one is 1, function terminate at this point. Okay. So now what you can do is, now you can ask for from the user, enter number and scanf get that number. After that, you may get printf. Sorry, before printing. So you have to call this one, not the display. Now fact. Call the fact using whatever the user entered number. So here I use n, but here use the variable number, no. If you want, you can use the n also, or different name. Now you call this one. When you are calling, what happened? This will return the answer. So you have to declare the variable. Let's say a. A is equal this one. Now a variable get the whatever the answer. So what you can do, you can print the a variable. Printf. Let's say factorial value is percentage %d / n, after that a. I don't know whether this one is correct, run properly, so run this one. Let's say factorial 4 is, factorial value is 24. When you enter 4, it is 24. As in that when you enter 3, it is 6. 3 into 2 into 1, it is 6. When you enter 5, factorial 4 is 24. 24 into 5, I think it is 120. So likewise, this will give you the answer. So when you are using this one, so you can simplify this one, but that means actually you do not need this kind of variable. Actually, when you are writing the program, so I declare the variable because I assume that you may not understand that part. That is why I declare the variable. After that, put the answer to the variable. After that, return. Actually, you do not need to declare the variable. If you know the answer, you may directly return. දැන් මේ answer කියලා variable හදා හදලා දාන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. වාට answer එක ආව නම් ඒක කෙලින්ම return කරන්න. ආයි variable වලට දා පස්සේ return කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. So if you have the answer, you may directly return. How to return? Here you do not need this kind of one. Then you do not need this kind of one. So what is the answer? If n is equal 0, answer is 1. Then you can return directly return 1. You do not need this part. So I remove that part. You do not need this part. And likewise here, you do not need to put it to the answer variable. Now answer variable is not available. What you can do? Without putting this one, you may directly return this part. How directly return? So here you can cut this part, Control X, cut this part and put it to here. Directly return that part. So I remove this part. N into factorial n minus 1, you do not need to put it to the answer variable and return. You may directly return the answer. So then you run this one. So factorial 4 is 24. Again run. Factorial 5 is 120. Let's say factorial 1 is 1. Factorial 0 is also 1. So likewise, so this is the recursive way of calling the factorial. Anyone has problem? I assume that you may understood this part. I assume that you understood this part. If you have any problem, you may ask now. Don't keep any doubt with this one. Clear it now. All of you can understand that part. No one has problem. Okay, then shall we move to the next part? What is the next part? Fibonacci. Write a C program to receive the Fibonacci term. The Fibonacci term, that means Fibonacci term mean how to calculate the Fibonacci term. Now you need to calculate the Fibonacci term. So I will give you the example of Fibonacci. So it's available. Yeah, this is the Fibonacci part. That means Fibonacci series is a series of numbers which each number, Fibonacci number, is the sum of two preceding numbers, where 0th Fibonacci is defined as 0 and first Fibonacci term is defined as 1. That means 0th Fibonacci is 0, first Fibonacci is 1. Here and onwards, second and onwards, you can calculate. Second Fibonacci is equal previous 2. That means summation of previous 2. Second Fibonacci, summation of previous 2 means 1 plus 0. 1 plus 0 means 1. This is the second Fibonacci. Third Fibonacci is summation of previous 2. Add previous 2 numbers. What is previous 2? 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 means 2. This third Fibonacci is 2. Fourth Fibonacci, add the previous 2. That means 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 means 3. This is how you answer both. And fifth Fibonacci, add previous 2. 2 plus 3. 2 plus 3 means 5. Sixth Fibonacci, add previous 2. 3 plus 5. So if asked number of calling is 4 or 5, what did you mean that is if asked number of callings, is it 4 or 5? That means for the previous, do you ask the question about the previous part? That means factorial. Or any other one? Yeah, factorial. That means if the factorial 4, how many calls are available? That's why you asking. Yeah. So if it, according to the, that mean according to the your algorithm, it may be changed. So I will explain that part. Let's stop this part.
Okay, do you see my the screen now? That mean whiteboard. Do you see my whiteboard? Yes. Now we are asking what is the, that mean 1940958 asks how many callings are there. That mean for an example, if that mean he is asking, I assume that if you enter 4, that means factorial 4, how many callings are there? I think you asked that part, no? So if user enter 4, first call pass the 4, and inside here it pass the 3, and inside here pass the 2, inside here pass the 1, inside here pass the 0. This is the initial call. Initial call mean call by you. That means call by the main program. Call by the main program is this one. Initial call, after that how many self-calling available? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 self-calling available, 4 plus initial call, altogether 5 calls are there. According to this factor, that means if n is equal 0, assume that you put n is equal 1, what happens? If n is equal 1, at this point it terminates, never come to this part. That means how many calls? This is the initial call, and after that how many recursive call? 1, 2, 3. 3 recursive call. Initial call plus 3 recursive call, altogether 4 calls. If you put 1, but if you put 0, then not. If you put 0, what happens? Then initial call is this one. After that, how many recursive calls? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 recursive calls. Initial call plus 4 recursive calls, altogether 5 calls. It is, that is why I told you, based on your algorithm, if you put 0, it go to the 5 calls. If you put 1, it go to the 4 calls. So actually, this is the correct one. So factorial 0 also you can calculate this one. If this is the algorithm, if you call 4, there are 5 calls available. 4 pass karana, 5 para call, initial call plus 4 4 recursive. Do you understand this part or not? I assume that you asked that question or any other one. Did you ask that part or any other one? Yeah, okay. Understood. Okay, now shall we go to the next part? Next part mean
Okay, do you see my screen now? Okay, now you have to get the factorial, sorry, not the factorial, Fibonacci value. So if you sent a 7, 7 is previous 2 Fibonacci. Previous 2 Fibonacci mean 5 plus 8, that mean 13. Okay, 8 mean previous 2, 8 plus 13, that mean 21. Fourth Fibonacci mean 1 plus 2. Likewise. Second Fibonacci means 0 plus 1 is 1. If it is first Fibonacci, there is no previous numbers. Only one number is available. Therefore, first Fibonacci is defined as 1. You can't calculate. First Fibonacci is defined as 1. That means if you ask the first Fibonacci number, do not add previous two numbers. Directly give the answer as 1. If user asks zeroth Fibonacci number, zeroth Fibonacci also there are no any previous two terms. That is also defined as zero. Therefore, if user asks the zeroth Fibonacci number, you have to directly tell to that one it is 0. Do you understand? In the recursive function also, if user asks 1, that means answer is 1. If user asks 0, that means answer is 0. If user asks 7, then how to get? If user asks 7, then you have to add previous two numbers. Did you get that point? Okay, now shall we implement this part? Let's say put the function name as Fibo. Put the function name as Fibo. Here I change it as Fibo. Here also I change it as Fibo. Int n. N means user have to enter the number. Assume that user enter. So what is that value? This one. Assume that user enter 4, then you have to return 3. If user enter 6, you have to return 8. If user enter 8, you have returned 21. So that means user will enter integer number, you have to return integer number. So input is integer, output also integer. So what you can do is, here input is integer, so output also integer. Okay, now what you can do is, okay, this is the previous one, the factorial one. In the factorial one, this part we called as the base case. Base case means stopping point, 0. This is the 0. 0 is the base case. And this is the recursive part. We call this is the base and this is the recursive. Okay. And remember that each recursive function, these two parts should be included. That means base part and the recursive part. If the base part is not available, then no point of putting recursive, it will be never ending part. Do you understand? If the base is not available, your function will be never ended. ඔය ෆන්ක්ෂන් එක කවදාවත් ඉවර වෙන්නේ නැහැ terminating point එක දැම්මේ නැත්තම්. So you have to put terminating point. That means base case. We call that terminating point as, that means base case. Here the recursive case. Recursive value and the base value. Remember that every recursive function there is a base and recursive part. Okay, now I will go for the, so what is the Fibonacci? So when I come to the Fibonacci part, so what is the base case? What is the base case for the Fibonacci? According to this example, what is the base case? Tell me what is the base case? In the factorial, base case is 0. So don't tell it privately, put it publicly. Give you answer as publicly. One student say first, yes, this is a base case. But remember that is this only the first is the base case? The 0 also a base case. There are two base cases available. Did you understand that part? There are two base cases available. That means first and 0, two base cases available. But the previous one, it has only one base case. That means either 1 or 0. That means either 1 or 0 means, so you can stop at 1 or you can stop at 0. But the best one is stop at 0. Previous one, so I will give you the answer. The previous one, only one base case. So stop at 0. 0th point you have to stop. But here can we stop at 0th point? No, not only the 0. First point also it is base case. Now there are two base cases available. Okay. Now how to get that base case? Yeah, if n is equal, yeah, that is the direct one. So if you don't, and the whatever the 195064V, that Nemal Pereira give you the correct answer. That means n equal 0, n equal 1. So I will put it in the two separate parts. What is the base case? First base case is if n equal 1. If n equal 1. Okay, if n equal 1, if n equal 1, what should be the output? What is the output if n equal 1? What is the output? If n is equal 1, what should be the answer? Answer should be 1. Answer should be 1. Therefore, you have to what? Return 1. Return 1. Answer should be 1. Likewise, the second base case. If n equal 0, that is the second base case. If n equal 0, what should be the answer? If n equal 0, what should be the answer? Answer should be 0. Answer should be 0. So then you can directly give the answer return 0. If n is equal 1. Any other part, that means if not equal 1, not equal 0, assume that user enter 2. If user enter 2, then how to write? If user enter 2, then how do you write? Anyone has idea? If user enter 2, no idea. Okay, let's explain that part in the board, otherwise you may not understand. Okay, do you see my whiteboard now? Yes, okay. Now what you have to do is, now function is int fact int n. Here, if n equal 0, if it is equal 0, then answer is 0. Return 0. And if n equal 1, then return 1. Otherwise, so this is the end of the function. Otherwise, what you have to do? Which means assume that now user enter how to get the factorial, not the factor, sorry, not this factorial, no, this is Fibonacci. Fibo. This is Fibo. Okay, now how to get the Fibonacci of a value, not the 0 and 1, let's say any other number. Let's say you need to get the Fibonacci value of 3. Fibonacci value of 3. What are the Fibonacci values? Take the Fibonacci values. 0, 0's Fibonacci value, first Fibonacci value, and second, third, fourth, fifth. Okay, likewise you are going to Fibonacci. 0th Fibonacci is defined as 0. First Fibonacci is defined as 1. Those are defined. You do not need to calculate. Here and onward you need to calculate.
2 is 0 plus 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 3 is 1 plus 1. That means 2. 4 is 2 plus 1. That means 3. Likewise, the Fibonacci numbers are going. Okay, now I will give you Fibonacci value 4. Fibonacci 4 is equal what? Fibonacci third, Fibonacci fourth value. Fibonacci fourth value means 3. Fibonacci fourth value is equal Fibonacci third value plus Fibonacci second value. Third value is 2. Second value is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. That is the answer come. Okay. Base case you have been defined. Base case you have been defined. Then how to get the Fibonacci 4 is 3 plus 2. Fibonacci 5 is equal Fibonacci 4 plus Fibonacci 3. So likewise, what is Fibonacci n? Fibonacci n is equal what? What is Fibonacci n? Give me the answer in the chat. What is Fibonacci n? Fibonacci 4 is Fibonacci 3 plus Fibonacci 2. Fibonacci 5 is Fibonacci 4 plus Fibonacci 3. Fibonacci n mean what? Put it in the chat session. What is Fibonacci n? So that is Fibonacci n minus 1 plus n minus 2. That is the answer. Yes, you are correct. Fibonacci n is equal Fibonacci n minus 1. If it is 5, 5 minus 1 is the 4. 3 mean 5 minus 2. Fibonacci n minus 1 plus Fibonacci n minus 2. So this is the one. So Fibonacci 0 and Fibonacci 1 you already defined. Fibonacci 0 and 1 already defined. And Fibonacci n you have to put. What is the Fibonacci n? N is this part plus this part. You can directly return. What is return? Return Fibonacci n plus 1. Here not the fib, here Fibo. Function is Fibo. Fibo n minus 1 plus again call Fibo n minus 2. Directly return. If you want, you can put it to the answer. That means if you want, you can put int answer is equal answer, then answer is equal this one, then return answer. So you do not need to do that one. You may directly return this part. Did you get that point? Anyone has problem? Okay, let's implement this part. Okay, do you see the code blocks window? Can you see my code blocks window now?
Yes, okay. Okay, now base case, I have written the base cases. Okay, base cases written. So then what to do is I have to now two base cases available, two base cases written. After that, I have to call the recursive. How to call the recursive? So nth Fibonacci number is equal previous to. That means return Fibo n minus 1 plus Fibo n minus 2. Return Fibo n minus 1 plus Fibo n minus 2. Anyone has problem? So now just we check that one. Let's say enter number scanf and call the Fibo and printf. Let's say Fibonacci. Fibonacci value is percentage %d slash n and a. So let's run this one. Let's say 5. Fibonacci value is 5. I don't know whether it is correct or not. Yeah, 5/5 Fibonacci is this one. Likewise, get the others part. So run this one again. Take the 6th Fibonacci. 6th Fibonacci is 8. Yes, it is correct. 5th Fibonacci is 8. And again run 8th Fibonacci is 21. Yes, it is correct. Take the initial values. That means 0th Fibonacci. Yes, 0th Fibonacci is 0. Again call the first Fibonacci. Yes, first Fibonacci is 1. Second Fibonacci. Yes, Fibonacci is 1. Second also 1. Third is 2. Check with the third one also. Third Fibonacci is 2. Number 2, it is 2. So this is the answer of how to get the Fibonacci values. Okay, let's draw this one in the. Do you have any problem? Shall we check that one, how it is happened in the, how this Fibonacci tree will be called?
Okay, now tell me, do you see my screen? Not the screen, whiteboard. Do you see my whiteboard? Yes. Okay, now assume that user will enter 4. Yeah, int. Assume that now user need to get the Fibonacci of the 4th term. Then what happen? Now this function call with number 4. The function will call with number 4. Then what happen? If n equal 0, is that true? No. N equal 1? No. Number is 4. This is not true. Not go to inside. This is not true. Not go to inside. And int answer is equal. Answer is equal. Now he is calculating the answer. Answer is equal. That means addition of Fibonacci n minus 1 and n minus 2. That means call this function again using n minus 1 and using n minus 2. Call it 2 times. Previously factorial it called only 1 time. Here it is called 2 times. That means now in the first part, this will try to execute. Call this one. Call this one using n minus 1. N is 4, n minus 1 means 3. And here again call n minus 2. N minus 2 means 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2 means 2. Again call. Initially call it by 4. After that, this inside here it called 3 and 2. Okay. Now what happened? Go to here. Go to this part. I will come to that part later. Come to this part. 2, 3. When it is 3, first condition 0, false. Second condition also false. Both conditions are false because still number is 3. Therefore, what happened? Again, go to the check the answer. Answer is equal Fibonacci n minus 1, n minus 2. Again, this answer is, here answer is addition of these two. Now again, it try to get the answer. Addition of Fibonacci n minus 1, n minus 2. What is n? N is 3. So again, call this one n minus 1. 3 minus 1 mean 2. Again, call this one 2. Again, call this one. Here it is called what? Here 3. 3 minus 2 mean 1. Do you understand that one? Likewise here also. Here in the second one also, when he passed 2, 2 is not equal to either one. So actually, once you call this part, after that it is still called 1 because at the time it can do only one part. So I will explain this part first. I come to this part. After that, I'll go to the right side. Okay, now here 2. 2 also. Now when you are calling 2, 2 is not equal this one also. 0 and 1, it is not equal. Therefore, again come to the, again call. N minus 1, n minus 2. What is n? N is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Call 1. N minus 2. 2 minus 2, that means 0. Call the 0. Then what happened? Here 1. Call again this one using 1. First condition false, but the second condition true. Second base condition, first base condition false, but the second base condition true. Here, pass the 1. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Tell me in chat section, what is the answer? Second condition false, what is the answer? Answer is 1. Yes. Answer is 1. Then what happened? It directly return 1. Directly return 1 means this function directly return answer as 1. Directly return. Here, actually, here it is get the answer. Answer is this one. Here it is directly return 1. Here return 1. Do you understand? So likewise, now this one no longer call this part because return 1 mean terminate. After that, what happened? This function terminate. It never call this part again because n is equal 1 terminate. Return terminate and return 1. Now you got the answer 1. Now this part got the answer 1 to here. But the other part, what happened? Other part again call 0. Here 0. 0 what happened? At the first condition, first base condition true. What is the answer? What is the answer? What is the answer? Answer is 0. So this one directly returns 0. This one give you the answer as 0. So you put the 0 to here. Okay. After that, this function terminates. After that, this function terminates. Then what happened? this function, now here these functions are freeze now until those are complete. Now here also this function is freeze. Now freeze is over because these two functions give you the answer as 0 and 1. These two functions give you answer as 0 and 1. Now this function no longer freeze. 1 and 0. What is the answer? 1 and 0. 1 and 0. What is the answer? 1 plus 0. So one student, sir, I cannot see your screen, sir. Can't you see my screen? Can see, no? I don't know whether why you can't say it is that not seen. Check whether I think all one is visible, everyone. Tell me others. I don't know whether only one student can. Yes, everyone can see that window, no? I think sometimes that student it has a problem in the PC. Okay, now here this one return 1, this one return 0. 0 plus 1 plus 0. What is the answer? 1 plus 0. What is the answer? What is the answer? 1 plus 0. It's 1. 1 means now this function return 1. Return 1 means this one give you the answer as 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Give you the answer as 1. So here one side it give you the answer. For this function there is a answer has taken as 1. Other side what happened? Other side you pass as 1. So then what happened when you pass 1? When you pass 1, what happened? First condition false, but the second condition, second base condition, first base condition false, second base condition true. What is the answer? What is the answer? Answer is 1. So answer is 1 means then what happened? This function return 1. This function return 1. Now here this function also terminate because it returned the value. After the returning value, this function terminate. Okay, now I will put the terminate inside here. This function terminate, this function terminate, and this function also now terminated. Okay, now here also pass the value 1, return 1, then again this function also terminate, return 1. Then what is the answer for the right side? Right side answer is 1. Okay, now he have the answer 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1? What is the answer? 2. So 2 means now this function return the answer to here, return the answer 2, and after that terminate. After that terminate. After returning, function will terminate. Remember that. Return means terminate. After returning, no longer one execute, it return. Now 2 is there. So here left side is 2. Okay, what is the right side? Right side here it pass the value as 2. Right side 2. 2 mean is this first condition true? Is the first condition true? Yes or no? Is the first condition? No. Second condition, second base condition, is it true? No, that is also no. Then again go to the answer. Then again go to the answer. Again answer is equal. So put it in the red color. Then again this answer is equal addition of, call this one n-1 and n-2. Call this one n-1 and n-2. What is n? Now here value is 2. n-1 is 2 minus 1. What is the value 2 minus 1? What is 2 minus 1? Is 1. So here it passed the value 1. Here n-2. 2 minus 2. What is the value? 2 minus 2 is answer is 0. Here pass the value 0. Then again this function call 1. Is that first base condition true? When it is 1, is that first base condition true? No. Second base condition? Second base condition? Yes, it is true. Second one is true. Therefore, what is the answer? Second one, return. What is the return value? Second value, return value is 1, which means this one return 1, directly return 1. This is return 1 and terminate. Return 1 and terminate. So therefore, now answer for the left side is 1. Likewise, right side, 0, pass the value 0. Is the first condition true? Is first condition true or not? First base condition, pass the value 0. Yes, it is true. Because he passed the value 0, first condition true. What is the answer? Return value. What is the answer? Return value? Return value is 0. So then what happened? This function directly return 0. This function directly returns 0. When it is 0, the function terminate. Then function terminate. Okay, now 0th value is available. 0th value available here. 1 plus 0. What is 1 plus 0? What is the answer? 1 plus 0? Answer is 1. So it returned the answer 1 to the caller. Return answer 1 to the caller. Return answer 1 to the caller. Then after that, terminate. After that, this one terminate. Return 1. After that, it terminate. Then what is the answer? Answer is 1. 1 come to here. Okay, now what is the answer here? 2 plus 1. What is the answer? 2 plus 1 is 3. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Then what happened? 2 plus 1 mean 3 mean. So this is the initial call. Initial call. This will return answer. This will return 3. It will return 3. So this will return 3 mean. So initial caller. That means initial caller is main program. Initial caller main program. The main program got the answer 3. Main program got the answer 3. Main program passed the value 4. Main passed the value 4 and it returned value 3. Pass the value 4 and return the value 3. That means when user enter 4, it return Fibonacci value is 3. That is how when user enter 4, it return output as 3. After that, inside the main program, you print this answer. Do you understand that part? Or anyone has problem? So this is we call the recursive call.
Okay, do you see my window now? That means now there is a question. What is question? 1940444D. Kamalat RS. So can't we use printf percentage d Fibonacci in? Yeah, that is also possible. So that means you do not need to put that. Here I do not put the answer variable. Here I do not take it to the answer variable. Here I directly return. So likewise, you may direct, rather than putting this one to the a variable, what you can do? You can directly copy this one and paste it here. You can directly do that one. So you may ignore that one. You may ignore this a part. You do not need this a part. So there was a connection issue. Okay, now I came back. So okay, now can you see? Now can you hear me? Yeah, now you can hear. Now the question asks, that means you may directly call this one without putting to the a variable. Without putting to the a variable, that means previously I put it as likewise here. Previously I call the Fibonacci value and put the answer to the a variable. After that, pass the a value. You do not need to do that one. What you can do is you can directly copy this one and paste it here. Copy and paste. Then you do not need this part. And you do not need this a part. You may directly copy this one. So when you run this one, enter number, let's say number 4, Fibonacci value is 3. Will give you the answer. So anyone has problem up to here? No one has problem. Okay, this is the basic things of the what do you call Fibonacci? Not the Fibonacci, recursive. This is the basic thing of Fibonacci, sorry, recursive function. Okay, now I think everyone can understand this part. That means this is the end of that function part. But I think now you put me that you have problem in the previous thing, so I put it as batch 19 questions. Yes. So previous lab session questions, I think I did up to the lab 6. Tutorial 10, 13, 14, AB and 16, I think I have did. That means in the previous lab session, I explained this part. Yes or no? Do you remember that? That means I have to only, I didn't explain the lab tutorial 7, I think. In the 7, lab 7 tutorial 11, that means lab 7, the 11, 12, 17 and 18 you asked. I think I didn't explain that part. I need to give you the answer. Is it yes or no? Okay, let's go to the lab 7 part 11. Go to the lab 7. Tutorial 7 lab sheet. I think this one. Lab sheet 7. Lab sheet 7 and question number 11. So that means check the Armstrong number. So you want to check the Armstrong number. Okay, now I assume that you know what is the Armstrong number. I explained in the previous one. Do I need to explain what is the Armstrong number? Do you everyone know the Armstrong number? Then I can directly go for the coding. All of you know what does it mean by an Armstrong number, or do I need to explain it in the board? What is an Armstrong number? Yes or no? Tell me in the chat session. Do you need to explain again what is an Armstrong number? Some students say yes. Some students say want to explain. Okay, let's little bit explain.
Okay, do you see my whiteboard now? So all of you can see my whiteboard? Yes or no? Okay, yes. Okay, what does it mean by Fibonacci number is, for an example, sorry, not the Fibonacci, Armstrong number. Armstrong number. For an example, let's say 23. Number is 23. Okay, now tell me how many digits available for this 23. How many digits available? 2 digits. Digits equal to. Then what you have to do is each digit take the power of 2. Each digit. For an example, first digit 2, second digit 2. Take the power of 2. After that, add these numbers together. What is 2 to the power 2? 2 squared. What is the 2 to the power 2? Is 4. Plus what is 3 to the power 2? 3 to the power 2 is 9. What is 9 plus? What is 9 plus 4? 9 plus 4. What is the answer? 9 plus 4 is 13. 9 plus 4 is 13. Okay, is it equal with the original number? Is these two numbers are original or equal? No, that means the 23 is not an Armstrong number. 23 is not an Armstrong number. Okay, another example. Let's say number is 153. Number is 153. Okay, how many digits are there? 153, how many digits? 3 digits. Digits equal 3. Then take the power of each digit. First digit is 1. 1 to the power 3 plus 5. 5 to the power 3 plus 3. 3 to the power 3. Okay, what is 1 to the power 3? 1 to the power 3 mean 1 into 1 into 1. 1 into 1 into 1 mean 1. And 5 to the power 3. 5 to the power 3. What is 5 to the power 3? 125. That means 5 into 5 into 5. 5 into 5 into 5. 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 5 is 125. So I did some private messages also. I can't see the private messages. So if you have any question, put it to the public. I cannot explain the private messages. 1, 2, 5. And 3 to the power 3. What is 3 to the power 3? 27. That means 3 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3, 9. 9 into 3 is 27. Okay, do the addition. What is the answer? Add 3 numbers. 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 1, 13. 1 carry forward to the next location. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3, 4, 5 and 1. What is the answer? 153. Is it matched with the previous one number? Is it equal with the previous number? Yes, it is equal. So if it is equal, we call that 153 is an Armstrong number. 153 is an Armstrong number. Okay, let's say 8. Let's say 8. Tell me 8 is an Armstrong number or not? 8 is an Armstrong number or not? No. 8. One student say no. Everyone say no. Oh yes. 8 is an Armstrong number or not? Some students say yes. So how to get that one? 8 is an Armstrong number or not? First, how many digits are there? How many digits? 8. How many digits? Digits, 1 digits. So number is 8 digits. Digits equal 1. Then each digit take the power of 8. So first digit is 8 power of 1. Each digit take the 1. So here it says only 1. So there is no any addition part. Only 1 digit is there. What is 8 to the power 1? What is the 8 to the power 1? 8 to the power 1 is 8. Is it equal with the previous one? Yes or no? Yes, that means 8 is an Armstrong number. 8 is an Armstrong number. So remember that 0 to 9 all are Armstrong numbers. Because all has 1 digit, 0 to 9 all are Armstrong numbers. And here and onwards you have to, that we can't exactly say. After that, after the 0 to 9, I think 153 is the next Armstrong number. 0 to 9, those are the Armstrong number. After that, I think next Armstrong number is 153. After that, I think, according to my knowledge, 371, and after that 372 Armstrong number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. After that 153. After that 371. After that 372. Likewise, it's going. Check with the 371. 371 mean 3 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 plus 7 to the power 3 plus 1 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 mean 27. 7 to the power 3. What is 7 to the power 3? 7 into 7 is 49. 49 into 3. What is 343? I don't know. 343. Some students say put the answer as 343. I don't know. Okay, 343. After that, 1 to the power 3. 1 to the power 3. What is 1 to the power 3? Is 1. Then add these two. Add this one together. 10, 2, 4, 4, 1. So unmute your microphone. Sorry, mute your microphone if you are not allowed to speak. What is this value? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 will be carried forward. And 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3. So 371, it is equal. Likewise, I think 372 also an Armstrong number. So likewise, those are given. However, what you have to do is, user will enter a number. You have to output whether it is an Armstrong or not. So those are the Armstrong numbers. Do you understand that part? Do I need to explain it again? User will enter a number. User will enter a number. You have to provide whether it is an Armstrong or not.
Okay. Do you see my code blocks window now? Do you see my code blocks window? Yes, okay. Now what you have to do is, so here it is not asked to do it in a function, so you can write it inside the main function also. So I write it inside the main function. If you want, you can put it to a function also. Okay, now what you have to do is, so first of all, declare a variable int number for whatever the user entered value. After that, prompt user to enter a value. Printf, enter a number. User will enter a value. After that, you may use scanf %d/n, but not the /n. Scanf, there is no /n. After that, n number. You get that variable. So after that, what you have to do is you have to calculate. So you have to calculate that Armstrong number. So how to calculate Armstrong number is, so what you can do is, first of all, you have to check whether how many digits are there. Assume that user entered 153. 153, how many digits? 153, how many digits are there? 3 digits. Okay, assume that if you enter 153, there are 3 digits. If you enter 4356, how many digits? 4 digits. First of all, you have to calculate how many digits in that number. Therefore, I declare another variable for the digits. Let's say number of digits. So I declare a variable called number of digits. Okay, now what you can do is how to calculate the number of digits. So you can use divide by, that means you may use a divide by 10. For an example, assume that user enter 153. So you use the number is 153. Assume that user enter number equal 153. Okay, I will use 153 divide by 10. I try to divide by 10. What is the answer when you divide by 10? What is the answer? 15. So this will give you the 15. Again, what I do is 15 divide by 10. 15 divide by 10. What is the answer? 1. Answer is 1. Again, I try to 1 divide by 10. What is the answer? 0. Okay, when it is 0, stop. When it is 0, stop. How many times I divide? 153. How many times I divide? Until it come to 0. I divide it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I divide it 3 times. So you may calculate. That means inside the for loop or while loop or do while loop, you may divide this number until this number becomes 0. Until this number becomes 0, what you have to do? You have to divide by 10. Then you make increment that while you are dividing, you may increment the number of digits. Assume that initially number of digits is 0. Initially it is 0. You may increase 1 by 1. Okay, now what you can do is you may use while this number not equal 0. While this number not equal 0, when it is equal 0, you have to stop. While this number not equal 0, what you can do is number equal number divide by 10. Number equal number divide by 10. After that, you have to increment this number of digits 1 by 1. Increment this number of digits 1 by 1. So after this one, you will get the number of digits. Let's say print, try to print what is the number. Let's say printf number of digits are percentage d slash n, pass the number of digits. Or try to run this one, whether you may get the how many number of digits. So here I have to put the semicolon. When I run this one, assume that user enter 153. So number of digits are 3. Did you see that one? It calculate. Assume that another number 45. Number of digits are 2. Assume that there is another one 5654. Number of digits are 4. It calculate how many digits are there. Okay, now you have the actually I do not need to print this one. Now I have how many digits are there in the number of digits. But what happened to my number? Number becomes 0 because you are dividing the number one by one. So when you are printing this one, after the next line, print this. So print how many, what is the number value? What is the original number value? Number is percentage d slash n number. Okay. Now when you are running, let's say 153, number of digits 0, number becomes 0 because you divide by 10, you divide 3 times, then number becomes 0. So what happens if you put number becomes 0? You lost your number. Did you understand that one? You lost your number. What happened if you lost your number? Can you compare with the calculated one with the original number? Can you calculate it? Can you compare with whether you calculated the Armstrong number is equal with the original number? If it is equal with the original number, then only it is an Armstrong number. Do you understand my point? ඔයාලට තේරෙනවද මම කියන එක? දැන් මේ මගේ ඔරිජිනල් නම්බර් එක දැන් මගේ නැති වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. බෙද බෙදන් ගිහිල්ලා. එතන මොකද ඉන්නේ අන්තිමට කැල්කියුලේට් කරලා ගත්තට පස්සේ ආම්ස්ට්‍රෝං නම්බර් එක ඒ නම්බර් එක ඔරිජිනල් නම්බර් එකත් එක්ක සමාන වෙන්න එපා. සමාන වුනේ නැත්නම් උන්නේ ආම්ස්ට්‍රෝං නොවෙන්නේ. So I lost my original number. Did you agree with me? Yes or no? Here now I lost my original number. Yes, then what I have to do? So before getting that one, put the original number to the temporary variable. Let's say here declare another variable called temporary variable. Then before putting that one, put that temp equal number. Temp is equal number. Now you put your original number to the temp variable. After that, let's say without dividing number, divide that temp variable. Temp also number. No? So divide that temp variable. Temp is equal this one. Temp is equal temp divided by 10. After that here. Now you have the original number. Now what happens when you run? Let's say 153. Number of digits are 3. Number is 153. Now you have the original number also. Did you get that part? So now what you have to do is, now I do not need this part. Now I have the how many number of digits are there. Then what we have to do is so now we need to calculate. So that means power of that one. That means we need to calculate. Assume that user enter 153. Say that user enter 153. Now you have the 3. Now you have the 3. What you have to get? You have to get the 3 to the power 3. You have to get the 5 to the power 3. You have to get to the 1 to the power 3. Which means you have to get the each digit separately. From the 153, you have to get the each digit separately. Do you understand that part? Okay, now how to get the each digit separately? How to get 3? how you can get the only the 3? As in that last digit. How do you get the last digit of this number? Anyone has idea? Now in the number of digit remainder, you have to use the remainder. Remainder means modulus operator. If you have the modulus operator, you can get that one. So first of all, what you have to do that one, you have to get that original number modulus 10. Okay, now what you can do is while I put that part later, what is the condition later, what you have to do is, so let's say take the last digit, declare a variable called last digit. I declare a variable called last digit. So here you may use last digit is equal number modulus 10. That is your last digit. That means number is 153. Number modulus 10 means last digit is 3. Then what you have to do is you have to get the summation. So declare another variable called sum. Another variable called sum. Initially it is 0. After that you may have to put sum is equal existing sum plus what? You have to get the power of that digit. That means assume that now you have the last digit. Now you have the last digit. Assume that now user enter 153. Assume that now user enter 153. After that what happened? Now you got the 3. Last digit you have 3. Last digit you have 3. What is the number of digits? Number of digits also 3. Then what you have to do? You have to get the 3 to the power 3. How to get the 3 to the power 3? You may use the POW function. You have to get the POW function. POW, that means you have to include the math.header file. Here you have to include math.header file. Then you may use the power of what? Last digit into number of digit. What is the last digit? Last digit is this one. So copy this one and paste last digit into number of digits. Then you will get 3 to the power 3. Here last digit also 3, number of digit also 3, 3 to the power 3. What is the sum? Sum is 0. Sum is equal 0 plus this one. Okay. Now 3 to the power 3 means 27. Now sum is 27. After that what you have to do? After that you have to get the 5 to the power 3. How to get the 5 to the power 3? Now you got the 3. How do you get 5? How do you get 5? So there are several ways you can do. One way is previously you have 153. You extract the 3 and take the 3 to the power 3. After that, what you can do? Before going to the next one, you may use number equal number divided by 10. Number is 153. 153 divided by 10. What is the number? 153 divided by 10 is 15. In the next iteration, 15 divided by 10. Sorry, 15 modulus 10. That means 5. You can get the 5. Then 5 into 3. So then what happens? If you put number divided by 10, you will lose the original number. Therefore, again use that temp variable to here. Before take the while, you may use temp equal number, temp equal number. So rather than using this one, you may use temp is divided by 10. Temp is divided by 10. After that, sum is equal sum plus POW, last digit into number of digit. After that, temp is equal temp divided by 10. Then what happened? Previously, temp is 153. From the 153, you extract the 3. You last digit, you extract the 3. After that, last digit into the number of digit. You get the last digit into the number of digit, power function. After that, initially sum is 0. 0 plus 3 into 3, that means 3 into 3 into 3, that means 27. 0 plus 27 is... So unmute your microphone if you are not like to speak. So again, this one is sum is equal sum plus whatever the 1. After that, what you can do is, now you got the temporary variable, divide by 10. So divide by 10 means 15. Now you have the 15. Again, last digit is 15 divided by 10. 15 divided by 10, sorry, 15 modulus 10. 15 modulus 10 means 5. Then 5 into 3. 5 into 5 into 5. 5 into 3 means 5 into 5 into 5. Then sum is initially 27 previously. 27 plus 5 into 5 into 5 value. Likewise, this will, where to stop? You have to stop when temp equals 0, you have to stop. Then temp not equal 0, you have to, when the temp is not equal 0, you have to run. Then you will get whatever the summation 1 by 1. Now you have the Armstrong number in the sum variable. If this sum variable is equal to the initial number, that means it is an Armstrong number. How do you get? You may put if original number equal sum, that means you may get it is an Armstrong number. How do you tell it is an Armstrong number? You may use printf. You have entered an Armstrong number. Else mean not equal. Else what you can do? In the else part, what you can do? You may use printf again here. Now it is not an Armstrong. Now this here put the slash n and here slash n. Now this is not an Armstrong number. So you may display this is not an Armstrong number. Now try to run the program. So here I put the 153. I remove that part. Let's say you enter 153. You have entered an Armstrong number. Let's say 154. This is not an Armstrong number. Let's say 0. You have entered an Armstrong number. 0 is an Armstrong number. 1. You have entered an Armstrong number. 7. 7 also an Armstrong number. And 371. 371 is an Armstrong number. 372 also Armstrong number. As I remember, 372. Yes. 372 is not an Armstrong number. Account to minor 372. What happened? 372. 370, no? 370 and 371. 370. Yeah, 370 is an Armstrong number. 372 is not. 370 and 371 are Armstrong numbers. And 372 is not an Armstrong number. Likewise, the Armstrong numbers are going. So this is the answer for that question. Anyone has problem? So if they ask to get the sum of odd digits integers between 1 to 99, is it including 1 and 99 or excluding 1 and 99? If they ask to get the sum of odd integers between 1 to 99. Between 1 to 99 mean actually between mean not include. Usually between mean without 1 and 99. That is the meaning. That means start from 3 to 97. Those are the number. That means excluding 1 and 9. Usually we get that one, but so if it is such a case, so sometimes this may be ambiguity. So we don't ask such kind of question from you. If it is 1 to 99, we'll clearly say including or excluding. If just say 1 to 99 mean in the normal mean is excluding. So I think you may understand that part. So we don't give you such kind of ambiguity question. So if such a case, we give you between whether including or excluding, we give you that part. Okay, next I think you ask question number 12. Write a C program. So question number 12, write a C program to create the following output. Revise guessing game. Type a character. What does mean? Type a character from A to C. So that means A to C mean A, B. So assume that within A to C mean from A to C. That means with including. From A to C, from A to E mean including. That means including A and E. That means user can enter A, B, C, D, E. According to my understand, I think it's A to A, B, C, D, E. B, sorry, B is incorrect. What does that mean by B is incorrect? B should be correct. So I think this may be a capital B, no? I think assume that enter from only the simple characters A to E. Sorry. When capital C, that is good. I think there is a mistake in the question. That is, question is not clear. I think this may be the problem of you because question is not clear. Therefore, change the question. That means example type in A to E. This is okay. Sorry, B is incorrect here. Not the B, capital B. Sorry, capital B is incorrect. That means you have to enter simple letters. Try again. Assume that C is simple letter. Here it is mentioned as capital C. Assume that C is simple C. Then that is good because A to E. I think now you may get this one. So there is a mistake in the question. So there was a mistake. So correct that mistake. So here I do not need the math.header file. What I want to do is hint use do while loop. So I think this is better without using the do while loop. Okay, question asks to use within the do while loop. Okay, what to do is, first of all, user have to enter the character. So declare a character char C for whatever the character you like. And do, what to do is, first of all, you have to printf type in the character. What is type? So put the copy and paste this one. Type in the character from A to E. After that, you have to get the scanf. Percentage C. After that, and C. So then you have to check whether your whatever the character C should be. C mean, so put up another variable other than you may confuse with the A to E. Let's say character X. Here you take the variable as X. After that, what you can do is if X greater than or equal the character simple A axis value greater than or equal, and then X less than or equal ASCII value of E. Then what you can do is, then you may use printf. What do you want to print? That's good. This is you have to print. That's good. And slash n. Else what you have to do? Printf. Else mean invalid one. What is invalid? Sorry, B is incorrect. Whatever the character. Sorry, B is incorrect. Sorry, B is incorrect. So what you can have to do is, so you can't say B. Actually, we don't know what is the value. No, so you have to pass it as a parameter. So B, not the B, you have to use percentage C. That means it is a character. Percentage C is incorrect, and you have to pass what you have to pass the X variable. That whatever your character is incorrect. So after that, what you have to do is play again, enter N for this or this one. Here there is another one. If the sorry B is incorrect, there is another one called try again also. You have to print try again. So put this one slash n try again. Okay. After that, what you can do is you have to ask the users again. You have to ask the users again. Printf. So I copy this one and paste it here and remove the n. You have to enter whether yes or no. Okay. Now what you have to do is play again, enter yes. So what is that value? Let's say N4 here. I remove this part, Y4. Otherwise you have to use the slash. N4 no and Y4 yes. So if you want, you may use the double quotes also. When you're using the double quotes, you have to use the slash. Otherwise this will not get the proper one. Here also assume that you need the double quotes. Then use the escape character slash. Okay. Then what to do? Then again take that value. That means using the scanf function here, copy the scanf function and take the character again. So this is for the yes and no. Previous you get the what is the character. Previous you get what is the character. So I think you do not need another variable. You may use the same variable here. You use the same variable and get that x value. So, and there is a problem will occur because previously you used the scanf function. When you use the scanf function, assume that you enter the k and enter, then there is a garbage value. I told you in the scanf function there is a problem. In the first scanf function doesn't matter. Here it is doesn't matter. But the second scanf function, there will be a garbage value in the buffer. I think you know that part. There will be a garbage one in the that part. Then what to do? So you have to use the get char. Here use the get char. That means take that garbage value. After that, what you can do is after that you can get this one. After that you have to check the while. While, that means you have to do this one again. Do this one again. What is the condition? If the x variable equal y. If the x variable equal y, you have to do this one again. If x variable equal y, you have to do this one again. So then what happens when the second time when it is run again scanf function? Then what happens? In the previous scanf function, again there is a garbage value. So what you have to do? So before this one, you have to use the again scanf get char value. Therefore, you may use the get char value here. So do not use the get char value here. Initially, you don't need the get char value. No? After the scanf function, again you need the get char. Again scanf function, again you need the get char because this value then become a problem. Again, when you are taking this value, the previous value value it is in the buffer. Therefore, you have to use the get char again. So I think okay, this is the answer. Let's check whether that one. Okay, type a character from A to E. Let's say K. Sorry, K is incorrect. Play again. Yes, let's say yes. Type character from A to E. Let's say capital B. Sorry, B is incorrect. Play again. Yes. Let's say C. Enter. That's good. Play again. Let's say yes. Let's say A. That's good. Play again. Let's say no. Okay, terminated. So this is the answer. Anyone has problem? Yeah, there is a one. So 1940106 Maya Dun. So in the second question of the take-home assessment one, it is mentioned it is between. Yeah, if it is between, what is that? I didn't see the question also. What is that take-home assessment? No, take-home assessment one. Write a C program to find the sum of triangular number between 1 to 100, but usually between mean without 1 and 100, but I think this one question now from 1 to 100 including. So take it as including 1 and 100. Take 1 and 100 also. With the sum of all triangular numbers between 1 to 100, that mean including. Usually between mean excluding part, but by looking at this one, I think question asks from including. Take as including. That means include 1 and 100 also. I don't know whether 100 is a triangular or not. If the 100 is triangular number, then take the 100 also. So I think now you have the answer for that question. So that who is that person? Maya Dunna. Did you get that one? Use that including 199. Take it as include. Okay, next question 194195N. Malind. So in the Fibo function, there are two calling steps. So how does the execution proceed using one way? When there are multiple functions are waiting for the answers. Yeah, I think you may not understand it properly. I will explain it using the board 194195. Let's explain that one.
Okay, tell me whether you may see my whiteboard. Do you see my whiteboard? Okay, so that question asks how its waiting happen. So I assume that now you have the algorithm. So that algorithm mean, so int, put it in a different color. Int Fibo, int n. You call the Fibonacci int n. Here, if n equal 0, return 0. If n equal 1, return 1. Else, any other one, return Fibo n-1 plus Fibo n-2. So what actually happened is, assume that when user enter by calling 4. When user enter 4, assume that now this is the function, you call the 4. Then what happened? First condition false, second condition also false. Then Fibo, that call the Fibo n-1. So there is a plus, answer is equal. Now there is no answer. So however, I think that now there is no answer. Now we try to add this number and return. Try to add these two numbers. How to add this number? Call this one with n-1. 4 minus 1 means 3. When it is going to call this one, so then what happened? After that, this will happen. That means, so right side will never done until the left tree completed. The left side there is like a tree, no? So then tree is there. Then what happened when you pass the tree? Again it come to the here. Again it come to the here. So it is wait at this point. The freeze. This is freeze in the right side. Sorry, left side it is freeze. Then what happened? So here you have to pass the 3. When it is 3, what happened? So I think, okay, now I think you may see the board. So here, initially now you pass the value. So what happened? 3, when you pass the 3, here is the value. So Fibo n-1, Fibo n-2. So n-2 will never run until the n-1 completed, because now the first function call this one and freeze. Until this part completed, this will never run. And make a completed, make a run. So what happened when we go to the left side? So go left side, first condition false, second condition false. Again, call this one. Again, call left side. That means here it is called from 2. So when it is come to the 2, what happened? Again, it try to add. Again, call it with the 1, n-1. So when it is called it from the 1, there will be output from the 1. Then what happened? Then this one right side call. After that, this one right side call. Then there will be answer and answer will be returned. After that, this is right side call. Do you understand? After this right side call, then there will be this kind of one. So that means here 2 and 1. So then there will be answer after the answer came. Then this will return answer to the here. After the return answer, then the right side will be working. Then the 4 minus 2 will be happen. Because after the left tree completed, the right tree work. Because after the left tree complete, the right side tree wait. Do you understand that part? That's happened. So actually, at the time, don't think that first it will go to here. After that, go to here. First, it will go to here and go to here, go to here. Likewise, it try to complete all the left right tree. After completing, it go to the called other side. After the left tree, the one පැත්තේ සම්පූර්ණ ඔක්කොම complete වෙනකම් මේ පැත්ත දකුණු පැත්තට යන්නේ නැහැ මෙයා. So it came to the here. When it come to the here, when in this iteration also, when it is completing this part, it never go to here. When it is come to here, until it complete in this part, it never go to the right side. Likewise, it is go in this way. So I assume that now you may understand that part.
Okay, again go to the questions. So where did I in the question hierarchy? Fibo function, okay. Malinta, the part is okay, proceed using the one way, then the execution multiple function wait for the. So that Malinda part, I think he can understand. 195. Yeah, 195 say. Okay, understood. Thank you. And there is another one, 194.025V. 194. Before that one, there is another one, 194.130M. Randima GNS. Randima GNS is the function part include for the tomorrow's assessment? Function part. Yeah, in the tomorrow's assessment, function part also included. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, not only the every paper version, some paper version there are function parts are included. Therefore, you have to go through the function part also. That is for the 194.130M. And the next part is, what is the next question? Then 194.025V, Disanayaka SMVT. So in the take-home assessment in question 6, are we necessary to check input numbers are prime or not? 194.025V. That means question number 6. What does it mean by write a C program that accept two integers, non-prime, and generate all sum of the prime? Yes, So whatever the user entered value, you have to check whether those are prime or not. Whatever the user entered value, check whether it is prime or not. If it is prime numbers, then do not calculate the rest of thing. Tell that those are not prime numbers. Sorry, those are prime numbers. Tell that user those are prime numbers. If those are non-prime numbers, then generate the sum of prime numbers between them. Okay. Now I assume that you understood that part. That Disanayaka SMBT. Do you have any problem? Did you get that point? No, sir. Thank you. No mean you don't have any question. I assume that. So okay, next one. Go to that question. What do you ask? Batch 19 question. 11 I completed. 12 I completed. Next one to be complete is 17. Okay, go to that 17. This write a number to check whether number is a palindrome or not. You have to check the number is a palindrome or not. Palindrome mean, I think you know the palindrome number. Palindrome number mean reversed value. That means if you reverse the value, if the value is same, it is a palindrome number. For an example, assume that user enter this number. So what happened when you reverse? I say that when you reverse this number, reverse number is 6472. This is the reverse number. Is that two numbers are equal? Yes or no? Is these two numbers are equal? Tell me in the chat session. No, those are not equal. That means that 23,746 is not a palindrome number. Get this kind of one. Assume that this number, reverse this number, 3, 4, 6, 6, 4, 3. Okay, now when you are going to reverse this number, is it equal with the reverse number? Is this equal with the reverse number? Yes or no? Yes, it is equal. That means 346,643 is a palindrome number. So you have to use that one, whether it is a palindrome or not. How to use that one? First of all, get that one integer type variable number to hold that. After that, printf, ask user to enter a number. Ask user to enter a number. Then scanf percentage %d. After that, n number. Take that number. After that, what you can do is now you have to get the reverse number. So take the reverse number to a variable. So declare a variable for the reverse number. Let's say rev number. Okay, now what you can do is, so first of all, that original number also you have to keep it with you. Therefore, declare another variable called temp to hold the to get the temporary value for the number. Let's say here temp is equal number. Now initially you put your number to the temporary variable. Assume that user enter 158, that you put that 158 to the temporary variable. After that, what you can do is you have tried the while loop and do the reverse. Condition, we will use the condition later. What you can do is, assume that the user enter number is, this is the number. What you have to do is you have to reverse the number. What is the reverse number? Reverse number is, when you reverse this number, 7, 6, 5. This is the reverse number. You have to get the reverse number. Okay, first of all, what you have to do, you have to get the 7. First of all, you have to get the 7. Okay, how to get the 7? How do you get the 7 from the number? How do you get the 7 from the number? Anyone has problem? Sorry, anyone has an idea how to get the 7? Yeah, number divided by 10. So here I do not use the number because I need the original number. Therefore, I use the temp. Temp divide, not the device, modulus. Temp modulus 10. Okay, when you divide temp modulus 10, now you get the remainder value. Remainder value is 7. Put it to a variable. Declare another variable called remainder, rem. Then rem is, that means remainder is equal this value. Do you understand? The remainder is equal this value. After that, what you can do is, you have to put it to the reverse number. Put it to the reverse number. Let's say reverse number is equal remainder. Let's say reverse number, you put it as remainder. Now you put this 7 to the remainder value. After that, what you can do is, after that, now 7 you extract. Now get the 56. How to get the 56? You have to use the modulus operator. That means your temporary value, that means 5, 6, 7, you have to take only the 56. That means you can take the temp is equal temp divided by 10. If you divide by 10, what happened? Now you get the 56. Okay, now next iteration, remainder is 56 divided by 10. Sorry, 56 modulus 10. 56 modulus 10, what is the modulus value? 6. Now remainder is 6. Then what happened? Reverse number is 6. Is that correct? Reverse number is 6. Previously reverse number is 7. Now it should be 76. Do you understand? Now it should be 76. But what happened if you put likewise? This will go as previously. So previously, let's say previous rem is 7. What is now? After that, now this will change to the rem will be changed to the not the remaining value, reverse value. Previously reverse number is 7. After that, reverse number is become to the 6. Is that correct? Second iteration, it should be 6 or 76. This should be 76. But here what happened? If you put, only the 6 will be assigned. 7 will be erased. So what you can do is, previously 7 is available. Now you have to put the 7. Now the previously it is 7. New value should be 76. How to get to 76? So that means reverse value equal previous reverse value. That means previous reverse value. Sorry. Reverse number, previous reverse number, you have to multiply it by 10. Previous reverse number is 7. 7 multiplied by 10 means 70. 70 plus 6 is 76. Did you get that one? Now it is 76. Okay. Now temp is 57. 57 divided by 10 is 5. Then again come to the here. Remainder is 5 modulus 10. Remainder is 5. So revised number is existing revised number. That means 76 multiplied by 10. That means 760. 760 plus 765. So likewise, it will give you the answer where to stop. Now value is 5. 5 divided by 10. 5 divided by 10 is 0. Temp is 0. When the temp is 0, you have to stop. When the temp is 0, you have to stop. That means temp not equal 0, you have to run this one. Temp not equal 0, you have to run this one. So I erase that part. Okay, now you have the reverse number. Then what you can do? You may use the if condition. If your original number equal reverse number, then what you can do? You can use printf. You entered a palindrome number. You entered the palindrome number. So else what you can do? Else mean not equal. Not equal mean it is not a palindrome number. So I copy this one and paste it here. So here you may use, let's say, number is not a palindrome number. Okay, try to run this one. Again, there is a mistake, so I remove this part. Run this one. Enter number, let's say 34. You have your number is not a palindrome number because you entered number. So I put better you put the slash in. So here each one put a slash in. Now run. Enter number. 56 is not a palindrome number. Again run. Let's say 456. So your number is not a palindrome number. Again run. Let's say 45654. So 457 and 754. I think this is a palindrome number. Number is so what happened? Did I put the wrong part? 66. What is the mistake I have done? Yeah, here initially you have to put the reverse number as 0. That's the mistake because initially the value should be 0, otherwise it will give you a mistake. So initially the reverse number should be 0. So then what happened? So 56 is not a palindrome number. 678 is not a palindrome number. Let's say 345 and 543. I think this is a palindrome number. Yeah, you have entered a palindrome number. Reverse number is a palindrome. And there is a question, private message. So one student has a power cut just a while ago and he couldn't add it to the lecture now. Is it not available in the power cut lab session? So I put it to the 2 hours. No, that is the problem. So I will increase that part. So I change it to the 4 hours. Okay, now when you are clicking, yes, now the button is available. Now I think that power cut student can join now. The button is available. Ask him to join. What is that one? Okay, palindrome. I did this part, palindrome one. So anyone has problem? Palindrome part. What is the other one? 17 I did. After that 18. Question number 18, which means this part. Question number 18. Okay. So do you have any other problem up to here? Any other question up to the palindrome? Okay, seems to be no question. Let's go for the last one. What does it mean? Write a program to read the sequence of numbers from the user by separating by a space. A sequence of numbers you have to use a separate by space. That means 10, 9, 76 minus 2, 0. Okay. And user is not allowed to enter the after he or she passes 0. Okay. Evaluate the following for the all the integers entered prior to the 0 entry. Use the do while. Number of positive integers, number of negative integers, and number of multiple of 3, summation of all positive and negative, maximum and minimum value. Your output should be like this: 10, 9 twice 0. So actually, you can't get this kind of output, no? So you cannot input, that means 10, 89 minus 8 and 0. I think in the C program, you can't get that one. That means at the one line, when you enter the 0, stop that one. I think it is not possible. Again, I think there is also mistake. So I think it's better you change, that means not the separating by space. Take it as a enter number one by one. That means first enter 10, after that 89, after that minus 8, after that 0. When you say enter 0, you have to stop. I think this way is not possible in the C program. I don't know whether it is possible or not. According to my knowledge, this is not possible within the one line. Do you have any idea how to get this kind of one within one line when user enter 0 stop? Actually, you can get this one using the percentage likewise, but when you enter 0, you can't stop that one. So it's better you change, enter numbers one by one, and when user enter 0, stop. After that, you have to calculate how many positive integers. That means positive 1, 2, 2 positive integers, and negative integers, only one negative integer. And number of integers are multiple of 3. Multiple of 3 mean 3, 6, 9, 12 or something. That means multiple, that means divisible by 3. Summation of all positive and negative integers. Positive integers, these two, that means 99. Positive integers 99, negative integers only 8 is available, so negative integer summation is minus 8. And maximum and minimum. So maximum is 89, minimum is minus 8. So how to run this kind of one? So I think now you can run this one. No, I think the problem is so that enter like it horizontal way. So don't enter in horizontal way. Enter it in a vertical way. That means one by one. Okay, let's do it very quickly. I think now you may do it yourself also. What to do next one? First of all, so user must enter a number. So take int number. After that, printf enter a number. After that, enter a number. After that, scanf. Percentage D and number. So you have enter number and use the percentage D, get that number. After that, you have to use the do while loop. So I think question asks the do while loop. Yeah, do while. So use the do. So what you can do is, so when user asks, when user enter this one, so whatever the value, when user enter this one, you have to check whether, what are the things you have to check, whether positive numbers, negative numbers, multiple of 3 numbers, and summation of positive and negative numbers, and maximum and minimum. So you better declare variable for this one to calculate. Positive numbers 1 variable, negative another variable 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and 7 variables you need. So let's say declare the variable for the number of positive numbers. Let's say positive numbers, let's say p int, positive integers. Let's say positive integers. Let's say initially those are 0, initially 0. And the negative integers, let's say n int, initially that is also 0. After that, what? Positive, negative, and multiple of 3. So multiple of 3, let's say m3 int. That is also initially 0, multiple of 3. So you may use whatever the name you like. After that, summation of positive and negative. So positive summation and negative summation. Let's say p sum, positive summation, it is equal 0. And negative summation is initially, that is also 0. Negative summation also 0. And maximum and minimum values. And max and min. So initially max also 0, min also. It is not possible, I think. So if it is used, assume that you enter minimum, maximum is 0. Assume that you enter maximum is, sorry, assume that you enter minimum is 0. So here you enter the minimum is 0. Assume that you also enter all are negative numbers. Sorry, assume that user enter all are positive numbers. Assume that user enter 7, 6, 9, and 34. Then what happened? Initially you put minimum is 0. So here minimum is 6. Then but you will print minimum is 0. Therefore, initially do not put any minimum values. Minimum, there are no any initial value. So whatever the minimum value is, whatever the user enter first value is the minimum, and whatever the user enter first value is the maximum. Take those one as minimum as maximum. That means user enter first value. So assume that once user enter here, when user enter here, therefore do not put this one inside the do while. Therefore do not put the first value. Whatever the user enter first value, do not put in the inside the loop. Take the first value, put it to the minimum and maximum. Let's say min is equal number as well as max is equal number. You initially got that numbers to the min and max. So after that, what you can do is you can calculate other values. So what are the other values? So let's say positive integers. How to get the positive integers? If number greater than 0. If number greater than 0, then which means it is a positive integer. So you may use p int plus plus. Increment the positive integers by 1. And the next iteration, let's say negative integers. If number less than 0, Let's say negative integers, n int, increment by 1. Increment the n negative values by 1. After that, positive, negative, and multiple of 3. How to get the multiple of 3? That means if user enter number modulus 3 equal 0. If it is modulus 3 equals 0 mean it can be perfectly divisible. That means it is multiple of 3. Then m3 int plus plus. Increment the multiple of values by 1. So after that, let's say minimum and maximum values. So user has to get the, not the minimum. Summation of all positive and negative. That means if it is greater than 0, that means if number greater than 0, what you can do is take it to the summation. Initially positive summation. That means p sum. So what you can do, p sum is equal p sum plus number. So get the summation one by one. So actually you do not need to check this one, no? Because you already checked this kind of one here, no? Then do we need to check it again here? So it is not necessary. If you want, you can check it here. That is also not possible. But actually it is not necessary. You may put this code. You may put this code inside here also, rather than put in another check. So therefore I remove that part. You do not need to check it again because here you already check number greater than 0. Therefore you do not need to check it again. If you need, it doesn't matter, this one also work, but you do not need, you waste in computer resources. Therefore put it to the here. And the negative sum, you do not need to check it one, you can put here. That means n sum, negative sum is equal negative sum plus whatever the number you entered value. Take the negative numbers also. After that, what you can do? After that, you have to use the maximum and minimum value. So what you can do is a maximum value. Initially you put the maximum value to here. So what you can do is in the next iteration, what is the maximum value? You have to check whether if user entered value is less than the minimum value. If user entered value is less than whatever the existing minimum value, then minimum value is whatever the user entered value. Likewise, you can check for the maximum value. If whatever the number greater than maximum value, if user entered value greater than whatever the existing maximum value, then existing maximum, that maximum value is equal number. Okay, now you calculated everything. After that, what you have to do? You have to call this one again. Ask user to enter the next number. You have to call this one again. Ask user to enter this one. Ask user to enter this part again and take it to the number variable. And you have to continue with the while you have to continue whether you have to stop at 0. When you enter 0, you have to stop. When number not equal 0. So here the percentage D, actually you do not need to get the getcha or something because the percentage D then doesn't matter. If it is percentage C, you have to use the getcha. Here you do not need to use the getcha, you may directly use. And here semicolon, end of the line. Okay, now you calculated everything. What you can do after the while loop, you can print everything. So print, not the printf. Printf, what is first? Number of positive integers. So I copy this one. Number of positive integers, percentage D/n positive integers available in p-int variable. So likewise, how many variables you have to put? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You need 7 printf statement. So I copy this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need 7 printf statement. So after that, what is the second value? Number of negative integers. Copy this one and paste. Number of negative integers. This is n-int. And next one is sum of positive integers. Sum of positive integers. Sum of positive integers. So that is p sum. Variable is p sum. Likewise, sum of negative integers. So sum of negative integers, that is n sum. P sum, n sum. After that, number of multiple of 3. Number of multiple of 3. That means what is that variable? I can't remember what is the variable I put. This is copy and paste it here. Multiple of 3. And you need another one. So copy and paste. What is this one? Maximum value. Maximum value is max. And the minimum value is min. So I assume that this one should be work. So run and check. So enter number. So let's say take this one. 1089 minus 80. 10 and enter. 89 and enter. 1089 and minus 8. Minus 8 and 0. When it is 0, you have to stop. Yeah, okay. Check whether answers are correct with this one. Number of positive integers 2, negative integers 1, sum of positive 99, sum of negative minus 8, sum of multiple of 3 is 0, and minimum value is, maximum is 99, minimum is minus 8. So again run this one, let's say number 45, 7, minus 6, 78, minus 4, and 12 and 0. Okay, sum of positive integers. What are the positive integers? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, positive integers 4, and number of negative integers minus 6 and minus 4, 2. Sum of positive integers, that means 45 plus 7 plus 76, 78 plus 12. So I assume that this is correct. You may check whether this 142 is correct or not. And sum of negative integers, -6 and -4 is -10. Okay, that is correct. And number of multiple of 3, that means 45 is multiple of 3, and 6 also multiple of 3. 1 2 78. I don't know whether 78, 7 plus 8 is 15. Yeah, 78 also multiple of 3. 1 2 3 4. 12 also multiple of 3. So 4 multiple of 3 is available. So maximum value is 76. Minimum value is -6. Okay, now this is the answer. So actually, I can't show you this one in the one window. Okay. So this is the answer. Anyone has problem up to here? So put some gap, otherwise you may not understand properly. Yeah, this way. Yes, there is a question 194106 Maya. So what is the control structure of a program that has recursive function? Is it, yes, control structure is repetition, repetitive. Actually in the repetition there are two ways. Repetition, we can use the repetition using iterative as well as recursive. Repetition control structure has three control statement. Control statement, what are the three statements? Sequence, selection, and repetition. Sequence, selection, repetition. Repetition has two parts, iteratively and recursively. Iteratively means using for loop, while loop, do while loop, likewise. Those kind of thing we call it as iterative. This one is iterative. Okay. Other one is recursively. That means put this one to the function and call it again and again. You can rewrite this one using the recursive. Okay. Try out this one in the recursive also. Try this one using recursive. If I think I will put the question in the recursive way of this kind of one in the tomorrow's exam. So try out this one in the recursive way. Try this one in recursive way. I don't know whether this one is recursive way is possible or not. So actually some parts are not possible in the recursive way. According to this one, so actually this is not possible in the recursive way, no, because you have to print here this one, you have to print multiple statement. So when you are printing multiple statement, no, I think it is possible. I'll check and let you know whether this one is possible or not. Okay, you may try out this one also in the recursive way. I think it is possible. You may try out this in the recursive. Okay, do you have any problem up to here? Anyone has problem? I think I have explained all the question you asked. Okay, this part I did it in the previous lab sessions, and this part I have done. Okay, only those parts. So you are not using. Okay, anyone has problem up to here? And this is the end of the lab session. I did the recursive part as well as I did the questions you can't do. That means you mentioned in the that hard question likewise. Okay, it seems to me you don't have any questions, so then I will wind up the class. So thank you for the participation.